The strategic management process is a step-by-step approach organizations use to create and implement strategies for achieving long-term success. It includes vision, describes the company's long-term future and aspirations. Mission, explains the organization's purpose and what it does. Goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART objectives that guide the company's progress. Together, the vision, mission, and goals provide direction, support decision-making, align employees, and increase the organization's chances of achieving success. Purpose. External analysis examines outside factors that influence an organization's goals, helping identify opportunities and threats that shape competitiveness and long-term success.
Key tools: pestle analysis, reviews political, economic, sociocultural, technological, environmental, and legal influences. Porter's 5 forces evaluates industry competition, new entrants, supplier power, buyer power, substitutes, and rivalry. SWOT analysis combines internal strengths, weaknesses with external opportunities, threats.
Value. Anticipating and adapting to external changes gives businesses a competitive edge, enabling them to seize opportunities and guard against risks. Outcome. By analyzing the competitive landscape, organizations can better position themselves in their industries.
Purpose. Internal analysis evaluates an organization's strengths and weaknesses to improve operations and gain a competitive edge.
Key tools. Value chain analysis identifies processes that add value to customers and eliminates low-value activities. Resource-based view, or RBV, focuses on resources and capabilities as the foundation of competitive advantage. SWOT analysis assesses internal strengths/weaknesses along with external opportunities/threats.
Value. Helps businesses recognize weak areas, leverage strengths, and enhance efficiency. Outcome. By analyzing from the inside out, organizations can grow, improve competitiveness, and strengthen their industry position.
Strategy selection in strategic management. Purpose. Choosing the best course of action that aligns with a company's vision, mission, goals, and environment. Key approaches. Porter's generic strategies. Cost leadership. Compete on price while maintaining quality. Differentiation. Offer unique or superior products, services. Focus. Target a specific niche or market segment. Ansoff Matrix. Market penetration. Increase sales of existing products in current markets. Product development. Create new products for existing markets. Market development. Expand into new markets with existing products. Diversification. Introduce new products into new markets.
Blue Ocean Strategy. Create new uncontested market space, making competition irrelevant. SWOT analysis. Match internal strengths, weaknesses with external opportunities, threats to craft optimal strategies.
Value. Strategy selection requires balancing long-term vision with current internal and external realities. Outcome. The chosen strategy should differentiate the company, achieve its goals, and secure competitive advantage.
Strategy execution. Strategy execution is the process of putting a strategic plan into action by coordinating people, resources, and activities to achieve organizational goals. It requires clear communication of the strategy, assigning tasks to the right employees, and ensuring adequate resources such as funding, technology, and personnel are available. Progress should be monitored using key performance indicators, KPIs, to track performance and make adjustments when needed. Common challenges include poor communication, limited resources, lack of support, and resistance to change, which can be overcome through strong leadership, employee involvement, and accountability.
External analysis.
External analysis is the process of examining an organization's external environment to identify opportunities and threats. It considers factors such as competitors, customers, suppliers, government regulations, and economic conditions. This analysis helps organizations make informed strategic decisions and prepare for external challenges.
Pestle analysis is a common framework used for external analysis. It evaluates 6 key external factors: political, government policies and political stability; economic, inflation, interest rates and economic growth; social, population trends, culture and consumer behavior; technological, technological advancements and innovation; environmental, climate change and environmental regulations; legal, laws and regulations affecting the business. Pestle analysis helps organizations understand the external environment and develop effective strategies.
Industry analysis, Porter's 5 Forces, is a framework developed by Michael Porter to analyze the competitiveness of an industry. It identifies 5 forces that influence competition and profitability, helping organizations understand industry conditions and develop effective strategies. Porter's 5 Forces analyzes industry competition through 5 factors. 1. Threat of new entrants. How easy it is for new competitors to enter the market. 2. Bargaining power of suppliers. Suppliers' ability to influence prices and quality. 3. Bargaining power of buyers. Customers' ability to negotiate prices and demand better quality. 4. Threat of substitutes. Availability of alternative products or services. 5. Rivalry among existing competitors. The intensity of competition within the industry. By evaluating these 5 forces, organizations can understand their competitive environment and develop strategies to improve their market position.
Competitive analysis. Competitive analysis is the process of evaluating competitors and the market to understand their strengths, weaknesses, and market position. It involves identifying direct competitors offering similar products or services and indirect competitors offering alternative solutions, gathering information, analyzing it, and developing strategies to improve the organization's competitive advantage.
Competitive analysis involves collecting information about competitors' products, prices, marketing, sales, and customers. The data is analyzed to identify competitors' strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Based on the findings, organizations develop strategies such as improving products, adjusting prices, or enhancing marketing. Since markets constantly change, competitive analysis should be conducted regularly to maintain a competitive advantage.
Scenario planning. Scenario planning is a strategic tool that explores possible future situations and their impact on an organization. It helps businesses prepare for changes in the market, technology, and regulations by developing contingency plans for different scenarios.
Steps in scenario planning. 1. Identify key drivers. Determine factors that may affect the organization's future, such as economic, political, or technological changes. 2. Develop scenarios. Create different possible future situations. 3. Analyze impacts. Evaluate the risks, opportunities, and challenges of each scenario. 4. Develop strategies. Prepare contingency plans to respond to different future outcomes.
Today, I will briefly explain benchmarking. Benchmarking is the process of comparing an organization's performance, processes, or practices with those of other organizations to identify areas for improvement. It helps businesses improve efficiency, performance, and competitiveness by learning from best practices.
There are 4 types of benchmarking. Internal benchmarking compares the organization's current performance with its past performance. Competitive benchmarking compares performance with competitors. Functional benchmarking compares similar business processes with other organizations. Generic benchmarking compares practices with organizations in different industries to adopt successful methods.
The benchmarking process consists of 6 steps. 1. Determine what to benchmark. 2. Identify benchmarking partners. 3. Collect relevant data. 4. Analyze the results and identify performance gaps. 5. Implement best practices. 6. Monitor progress and make improvements when necessary. Benchmarking offers several benefits. It improves efficiency, enhances performance, increases competitiveness, and helps organizations identify potential risks and opportunities.
Today, I will present internal analysis in strategic management. Internal analysis is the process of evaluating an organization's strengths, weaknesses, resources, and capabilities. It helps businesses understand what they do well, identify areas for improvement, and build strategies that create a competitive advantage.
There are several important tools used in internal analysis. First, SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It helps organizations identify their internal strengths and weaknesses, while also recognizing external opportunities and threats. This allows businesses to develop strategies that build on strengths, improve weaknesses, seize opportunities, and reduce risks. Second, the resource-based view, or RBV. RBV focuses on a company's internal resources and capabilities as the main source of competitive advantage. According to this approach, resources should be valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and non-substitutable to provide long-term success. Third, value chain analysis. This tool examines every activity involved in creating and delivering a product or service. It helps organizations improve efficiency, reduce costs, and add more value for customers by identifying areas that need improvement. Fourth, core competencies. Core competencies are the unique skills, knowledge, and resources that distinguish a company from its competitors. By focusing on these strengths, organizations can create better products and services and achieve long-term growth. Fifth, the VRIO framework. VRIO stands for value, rarity, imitability, and organization. It evaluates whether a company's resources and capabilities can provide a sustainable competitive advantage. If a resource meets all 4 criteria, it becomes a strong competitive asset. Finally, financial analysis. Financial analysis evaluates a company's financial performance using statements such as the balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement. It measures profitability, liquidity, efficiency, and solvency, helping managers make informed business decisions. In conclusion, internal analysis enables organizations to understand their strengths and weaknesses, use resources effectively, improve performance, and build sustainable competitive advantages.